through Syracuse, New York, day 2 of driving. You can't get to upstate New York from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We went through 5 states yesterday. Rolling up here to the St. Lawrence River to get a little tune-up for the final tour event of the year. It's been a long season. We wanted to end it on a big smallmouth exclamation point at Champlain. You can't get any further from my house than I am sitting right here right now. Like 19 hours from my driveway. And that's pretty fitting for the last tournament of the year. And I don't really know what to think about it. The season's been like this. We talked about that at Chickamauga a little bit and made a cut there. Unexpected, made a cut. Hoping that the same thing happens this week because, you know, Sam and I were talking about it yesterday. It was the last practice day of the season. That's kind of crazy. Think about, you know, it's June and we're done. You know, we're going to be finished for the year, and it's bittersweet every year. You're exhausted, you're tired, you run hard all year, and so it's kind of a relief when it's over. You're like, dang, I can rest, I can hang out with family. But at the same time, you don't want it to be over because you always want another chance, especially this year because it's been a lot of bad, you know, and mediocre, and it's not been a lot of great. We've had fun, and it's supposed to be fun, but it's still gut-wrenching sometimes. So up here in New York, Lake Champlain, last time we were here in 2016, I caught them pretty good. Love this lake, but this week's been rough. It's fishing different than I saw it in 2016. It's fishing different than a lot of guys have seen it. Not as many bites for me, but they're still going to catch them. These guys are going to catch them. They always do. I've got a couple of deals figured out coming out of practice. One sight fishing for smallmouth, the other's fishing for largemouth, and that's the beauty of this lake. You can do both. The thing is just not getting too spread out and capitalizing on all your bites that you get that are above 3 pounds, because that's like gold here. So hoping to close it out on a good note. You know, I can't make the cup. That's, you know, something you don't really want to think about, that you're not in contention. But so this week's all about one thing, and that's fun. And then it's about getting back home to my family that's put up with this all year on the Traveling Circus. So here we go, one more. First day of the season. It feels like we just started at Sam Rayburn. It feels like it shouldn't already be here. It's blown by, and I don't really know what to think. I'm always excited. You've always got a chance on day one, that's for sure. And practice wasn't too great, but I've got a game plan, and sometimes I don't even have a game plan. So we're gonna see. I've said this so many times this year, I'm gonna let the day dictate what I do. I'm gonna start on some smallmouth that I found on the bed. I don't have very many. And then take it from there. I'm gonna go largemouth fishing a little bit. Got a couple little largemouth deals. So gonna try to go by the seat of my pants and see where it gets us today. Traveling Circus, first day of the 2019 FLW Tour season. Let's go. I think little one might be a keeper. Might be a trip to the hospital waiting to happen. All them treble hooks. Well, my boys, Ryder especially, he calls them treble hooks. It's crazy. It's like the most obscene place for one to sit ever. But no, we don't want your jerkbait, Donnie. Yeah, I see it through there. tail's thumping. It'll bite pretty quick. Swim off. No, it didn't. It's gonna bite pretty quick. Got it. Don't jump. Stop. You're so mean, man. There we go. In the mouth. Old Ned's an ugly little sucker, but he catches them. Number one. That ain't big enough to keep it, I don't think. But it's fun. No. Nope. In deep beds, it's hard to tell sometimes. And now, because I talk so much crap about him, golly. If you hold him way out there, he looks big enough. There's another bed right there, boss.
How are we doing?
Well, we're switching gears. I had a plan to catch about 15 pounds of smallmouth off the bed, but per usual with smallmouth and Lake Champlain, they had different plans. The water got dirty in one of my areas, and dirty is a relative term here, but some of them were bedding in 7, 8, 9 feet, and even with that flogger, which helps me break through the, the water so I can see, I still couldn't see. So I'm fixing to run up the lake to a big bay that a lot of largemouth live in, and I'm fixing to go up there and live up there for the next few hours and see what happens. So I'm digging out the largemouth crap because I didn't have enough rods out. So now I want to make sure the front deck doesn't look like I'm confused. I try to make it look like that, I want everybody to think they still got a chance. You know you're good when a mussel clamps onto your Carolina rig weight and won't give it back. Look at this. I don't know what to do with this. Look at that. The damn thing ate my Carolina. He ate $3 worth of tungsten weights. I wish I could at least crack him open and eat him, but nasty, trashy son of a gun. Dude, he won't give it back. I swear. This is the dumbest thing I ever seen. I wish I had some cocktail sauce and a hammer. Well, whoever catches this, you're gonna think it's a pearl in the middle of it, but it's a daggum tungsten weight and bead and swivel combo. God almighty. Look at that. Dude, you get me some daggum. That's a shell cracker, dude. You get me some batter and some grease, I'll go to the cabin. Hilarious. I was like, what was that behind my bait? Little. I think it's little. Feels good up here, but I don't think it's a gill. I think it's a little one. No. Crap, no. Good gosh. That's the meanest creature God ever made right there. That's meaner than a rattlesnake. That's like a 14-incher. I'm gonna measure him anyways, but I mean, yeah, 14 and a freaking quarter. Whipped my butt like an 8-pounder. It's a rock bass. he's just talking and I'm just acting like it ain't happening. Well, I'm good at catching small stuff. Leapfrog Sammy big time. Just left sand. Little guy. I mean, short, chunky, stocky. Little largemouth. Good one. I can't catch up with him. Oh, now he got me wrapped. I got him out. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one right there, buddy. Oh, let's got him some beat up. All right, there we go.
Marine Pro. This event presented by TH Marine.
Hey, careful.
Mr. Luke Dunkin.
Careful with the word pro right now.
Oh.
It's been that kind of day.
Uh-oh, Bubba.
I've got 5 kids at home that are awesome, and one day they're going to give me grandkids. I just know it, you know. And they're going to ask me, my grandkids, one day, what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you? I'm going to say, when I drove 19 hours and didn't catch a limit at Champlain.
One of his worst memories he can think of, man.
Exactly.
Dude, I'll tell you what. You're not the only man.
Okay? Oh, I know.
Jimmy Houston didn't catch one.
Hey, he's my hero, so that's okay.
Exactly. See,
Thank
you
you,
just falling
Jimmy.
in line to be like Jimmy.
Yeah, I'll be 160 now. Thanks.
Boom. Hold on, bro. 3 today. 8 pounds, 5 ounces. Get him, Duncan.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said there was a tournament today. I think I was entered in it, but I didn't realize that I needed to catch bass. That's how I feel right now. And I'm being funny because I really just want to beat my head against the steering wheel on camera. It was like, I've had bad days on the water, and I've had days where I didn't catch what I think I would catch or lose them or whatever, but I didn't lose them today. I didn't have a big one I missed. It was just crazy, like line breaking on cast, rods tangled up, boat just hating me, tripping, falling down. It's a wonder we didn't get struck by lightning. That's what I'm trying to say. But I had a stretch of bedding fish I was planning on starting on, and the water had gotten dirty in there. I couldn't see them, and I thought I could catch 15 pounds off of them, and then it just kind of, that was at 6:45, 7 o'clock, and it just kind of steamrolled from there all freaking day. And right up to the last minute, and I got fortunate to catch the 3 I caught. Didn't weigh limit at Champlain, so one of the best lakes in the world. I don't know. It's been kicking my butt all week, and it continued to do it today. Today was the worst day since I've been here, though. So one more day of the tour season for me, no cup. And really and truly, as bad as I hate to say it, we got to be in the top 100 cumulative points for the last 2 years, and I've dug myself a little bit of a hole. So hoping to catch some tomorrow, that way we can re-qualify for next year. Traveling Circus is let down and tired. Well, Austin was messing with a GoPro. I caught this bass. It's a nice 2-pounder. But we got skunk out of the boat. Day 2, largemouth on my little speed crawl. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't want me setting the hook on me. I'll just tell you that much. Especially taking out days 1 worth of aggression to my face. All right, we got one, Austin. Only 26 more pounds to go to get a check. I don't think he'll measure. Number 3. Just missed one on that dang chatterbug. Damn smallmouth. Freaking seriously? Little guy. Number 4. Oh, cutie. Maybe it's a big smallmouth. It looked dark in the water. Maybe it's a big smallmouth. On the bed, maybe that's the damn male. I don't know. Oh boy. This is one of the dumber things I've ever done. No. Not pretty, but effective. All because she chased out a dadgum glide bait bigger than her. No. In the mouth. Barely fell out. Golly bomb. Oh, pretty smallmouth right there, buddy. Not as big as I thought, but. That's it. All she wrote. 2019 FLW Tour season for me is over. Started the long emphasis on long 19-hour drive home. It was a rough one. It's without a doubt the roughest FLW I've ever fished in 4 years. Couldn't do anything right, couldn't figure anything out. Had a decent practice, had a game plan, and it all went out the window by about 11 o'clock on the first day of the tournament, and was never caught back up. I had a better day today, but still only caught right at 12 pounds, and you know, in a place where 15 pounds is no good, that's just, it stinks. It was not the way I wanted to end the year, especially after coming off a really good finish at Chickamauga. I was feeling really good. Really expected to catch them in Champlain. I love that place, and so it's a tough one to swallow all the way around. I'm embarrassed because, you know, you put yourself out there, you want to do as good as you can. I put so much time into this, work as hard as I can, spend time away from home, you know, miss things in your kid's life and you know, with your wife, and it's a sacrifice, and when you come up short, and I have, you know, 4 out of 7 tournaments this year I came up short, and it just it drains you. So I'm mentally beat right now. I'm physically beat and ready to get home, and I got a week at home. It's my birthday next week, 4th of July. Just gonna not think about bass fishing for a few days, and then I gotta go to ICAST and down in Orlando, work for some sponsors, work for TH Marine down there. So gotta turn around and get right back into it, but hoping I squeaked out a requalification. This is the worst year I've ever had on tour. They're only taking the top 100 back next year. We got a 2-year average from last year and this year put together to make up a top 100 for the field next year. Hoping I slid in there. I think I did, but it's going to be really close, and want another shot at them in 2020. I always want to, you know, get back out there and see what you can do, but the Traveling Circus has been really fun. Me and my boy Austin have had a really good time, and I'm real proud that everybody liked it, that everybody watched, and more to come. Thank y'all.